everybody, it's Mr. here, and I'm here with the start of a new series I thought of, and it's going to be called Was It Worth the Watch? It's where I go and review movies that come out throughout the year, and I determine if they're worth the watch. Now, this is all opinion based, as everybody has different types of opinions, so this is just my little 2 cents, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Start off by saying that there will be spoilers for the movie that I'm talking about. So if you haven't seen the movie, hello. If you haven't seen the movie, this is spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I'm not gonna mark it. I'm just gonna be talking about spoilers throughout. So this is a spoiler movie review. So you can take your time. Hi, Ben. Yeah, so the movie I'm starting off with first is Red Sparrow. It stars Jennifer Lawrence, Joel Edgerton, I think that's how you say his name, and a bunch of other good actors, especially that guy from Die Hard with Avengers. I will go back and add in his name. I'll probably put it as a squirrel in text or something, but I really do enjoy his work. Just to start off with the start of the movie, it starts off pretty slow, I would say. It opens up on this ballerina thing where it stars as Jennifer Lawrence. She's a ballerina and she's going through her thing. She's in Russia, and it's like a two-way thing where it shows her and then Joel, who is his name is Nate in the movie, and he is meeting up with this guy. I'm gonna have to edit all this out, right? So he's yeah, I'm gonna yeah, it stars Nate. That's Joel Edgerton's character. Oh my god. Are you gonna do this every time I start talking? So anywho, yeah, it stars him. He's meeting this deal with this person, this Max person who they don't know about, and so yeah, it picks up where Joel Edgerton's character meets up with this spy. Well, you don't know who he is yet. It's this mysterious person in the park. Police are following him, and they start to look at the guy that he was meeting with, but he shoots his gun, and the police draw to him, and like this, it was like a drop deal. Whereas back in the ballerina thing with Jennifer Lawrence, she was doing her performance, but her co-star broke her leg, and you find out later on that it was a setup because her partner and this other lady that was in her company set her up to take the fall so that she could have a try. It goes on from that to where she meets up with her mom. Her mom is sick. They don't really say what she's sick with, but her mom is sick, and her apartment and everything is paid for by the Bolshoi ballet company that she dances for, and they kick her out because she got injured. Whereas now, well, before I get to that, I want to talk about like that part, at least the ballerina stuff. If that was really her, if she went through all that training to do that, that was really impressive, because I don't think it was like a CGI. They CGI her face onto anything, but if she went through all that training, like, she did a really good job with that. So I would definitely give her kudos for taking the time out to learn ballet, especially if she was trained by actual really prominent ballerina company. So after that, her uncle comes in. Her uncle is a part of the SVR, which I'm assuming this is like a big Russian government, kind of like the equivalent to the US is CIA. And her uncle was like, you have a mean streak inside of you, and you've always been able to adapt. So we want you to help us nail this guy that you met at the ballet. This is something that also happened in the beginning of the movie, that she met this random guy. I guess he's a rich person or some type of thing. I really don't remember that much about it, at least that person's character, because he was so minor. So she takes the job because she needs the money, and it all goes according to plan. Her uncle is basically like, just use whatever you can to get to this guy. So basically, if you need to sleep with him, you can sleep with him. So she gets dressed up. She has on this red dress. I don't know what it is about Jennifer Lawrence and red dresses, but most of the movies I've seen her in, she always has a red dress. But she goes to the bar, she meets the guy, and She gets him back to the hotel room. She's nervous. She's freaking out. Of course, she's just a regular person. So this is where it kind of gets a little interesting. Well, not interesting, like a little bit more intense, which I didn't think they would go that route. She goes in, she gets him to the room, but the guy is like basically trying to rape her. Like, she pretty much stripped down to her bra, panties, and dude tries to rape her, but this guy comes in that works for her uncle too. He's like a hitman and kills the dude on top of her, but she wasn't supposed to see it. So they take her to basically the big SVR headquarters, and the Die Hard guy, again, I don't remember his name, but I'll put it across the screen. And the guy who played, this is a really random reference, but the guy who played the devil in the terrible Ghost Rider 2 movie, he was in it. And then her uncle, who is also somebody, he's somebody I remember too, but I will, again, I gotta go back and look at names, and I'll put whatever he was in too. They're like, well, she saw too much. She saw a hit that she wasn't supposed to see. So you gotta kill her. But her uncle was like, no, I'm not gonna kill her. I'll just send her to our training camp, which is the Sparrow camp. And at this camp, they basically teach you how to. It's a mixed gender type thing where they teach you how to use seduction in your body to get information out of people. Basically, become spies. Not in the sense of, oh, I'm going to go action shoot 'em ups type thing, but use suggestion, read body language, things like that. Suggestion, not suggestion. I can't talk right now. So she's going through that, and it's really, really intense in there. They basically make you perform sexual acts, and there was a scene where she was about to get raped by one of her coworkers, but not coworkers, but people in her company. But she beat him down, and the lady was like, "Why did you hurt the people?" She was like, "I have a obligation to the state, not to some dude." So they bring her before the council of the Sparrow person, the matron, and this is another thing that I didn't know what happened. Like, she just basically stripped down, like just got butt naked for the dude, and dude couldn't get it up. He's like, he wants power, so they kind of had embarrassed him about that. I really did not think they would show, well, she would show like just get naked like that, but she pulled out all the stops for this one, so that was that part. So now she's back. On the American side, the guy comes back, and he comes back. He's like, well, the guy who I was meeting with doesn't want to meet with anybody else, so you got to send me back. So they devise a way to get him back over, and the Russian people also know, like, this dude was meeting with somebody. He's somebody important, because the dude that the dude that was about to get caught the first time, he was way too calm. So they're like, oh, he must be a Russian spy too. So they send her to intercept him. And while they're meeting, she studies him, and he noticed that she's there immediately, but he kind of plays her to try to get her in, because he's like, she's one of them. She's a sparrow, and sparrows are known for being super helpful, and not helpful in the sense of, I help you with your bags, but getting information. So time goes past. She's in a place with another person that was also a sparrow, and she's working over this other lady. I don't know her name, but she was in Weeds, the mom from Weeds. She was working her over, and she was like, I'm trying to get out, so I'll try to work on her. Well, you can do your own thing. But Jennifer Lawrence's character was like, no, I'm going to devise a little whole hatchling thing anyway, because I don't want to work for these people anymore. But I got dirt on you, so I'm going to see what I could use to, you're going to help me help myself. The girl didn't like that, so eventually Jennifer Lawrence's character tells the lady, it's like, well, they were like, why did you become a sparrow? She became a sparrow due to the fact that she saw something she wasn't supposed to see. And a lot more stuff happened. I was going to go through it step by step, but I realized that it's taking too long, so I'm going to just cut straight to the point. Overall, the movie was pretty good. There's like a lot of big twists at the end. I know this is kind of bad etiquette with this, where I started describing the movie, but then I just stopped midway through, because I don't want to make this too long, because I don't want to lose you guys' interest. But But a lot of bottom line is it did have a lot of twists and turns. It gets interesting. There's also like another thing that I didn't know Jennifer Lawrence would do. She had just like a straight up sex scene in there. I don't know who said something about Jennifer Lawrence, but she was showing like a lot of skin in this movie. Like her abs was on point. She got butt naked in the movie, had sex in it. So whoever insulted Jennifer Lawrence, she was trying out to prove she was out to prove something to somebody. But overall, general synopsis, is it worth the watch? I would say yes, but after you've watched Black Panther or something else, because if you go into this movie expecting to be like guns blazing, it's not that kind of action movie. It's more or less the slow, true, what I think espionage actually is, which is you stake people out, you find out what their patterns is, you get information little by little versus you just go into place and start shooting it up and then it's like that. It's not like that at all. Would I pick it up on DVD? Probably not. But if it came on TV, like if it came on HBO or something like that and I have it on, I'd probably watch it. But it's a good one-time view, but not anything to be raving about. Again, Jennifer Lawrence did a good job in it. She was great. She has the perfect face for a stoic Russian person. Even though they probably could have got an actual Russian person to do that, but I don't know. And the Die Hard guy, I have to remember his name. I cannot remember his name. But anytime he's on the screen, he just has this aura about him. Like, you know something good is about to happen. He just got that aura about him. But bottom line, you should go see it, but only after you've seen everything else that you want to see. You know, if you haven't seen Black Panther yet, go see that first. Probably if you want to see something funny too. Like, I heard Game Night is funny. I haven't watched that yet, but I probably will go back and check that out. Or even probably Wrinkle in Time. I haven't watched that either, but I'll probably go and watch that too. But again, Red Sparrow, it's worth it, but shouldn't be your first choice. And that's all I got for this, man. I'll get better as time goes on. This is my first time, so I gotta forgive me if I make a couple mistakes. So I'm just figuring this out as I go along. But until next time, y'all, subscribe. There should be a little subscribe thing right here, or right there, or right there, right there, right there. And then I have a link to another video, either right here, right there, or right there. But until next time, y'all, this is Mister. Have a good day, night, whenever y'all tune in. Peace.